Hello, this is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 8 of this Let's Play, Victoria 2. This is the March of the Vikings, and we are Nytungvik. I was told how to pronounce them properly. I'm probably still going to say Nytungvik, though, just because it's more natural for me, but it should be Nytungvik if you want the more Scandinavian pronunciation. Speaking of Scandinavia, Al-Anani was very kind and actually created a Scandinavian flag, because they shouldn't have any crosses or anything like that. They're not a Christian state, they're a Norse state. So they have, in fact, got their own flag now. And while I was looking at this flag, it's like, that one, I'm pretty sure that's not the monarchist flag. It's not. It's the Republican flag. And it turns out that Scandinavia is actually a bourgeois dictatorship. And I did load them up just to see what they looked like, and they are 100% anarcho liberalist. That's what it's called, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. So they are like hardcore liberalists, like even more hardcore than we are. They are the guys that we want to be, is who Scandinavia are. And if they have the resources and the clout to industrialize rapidly, which they do, then that's going to put them in a really strong position. And that's probably why they are absolutely shooting up through the rankings at the moment. They are currently in 4th. So I think that Scandinavia has a lot of potential and is probably going to become the largest nation. I mean, it will take something to defeat Byzantium, because they seem to have industrialized unbelievably rapidly, actually. I mean, they have 3,000 industry. I thought Mordgard would be taking the lead, but apparently not. So yeah, definitely a rising strength there in Scandinavia. I definitely want to try and make friends with them if we can. They did not want to make me an ally, though, did they? They will not accept. That is unfortunate. Okay, so what else was there? I was requested to show who, where had the most railways. There isn't really an easy way of doing that, except for like looking over the countries. So Chi has a couple of railways. I wouldn't say they're like really railway. Actually, they have a fair number. Oh no, the Chi hinterlands don't, but some of their larger states on the east coast do. India, surprisingly, very few railroads. Like, they just haven't got any. Siam, no. I'll just go through the major powers. Batids have a couple. 2s and 3s I'm seeing there. Nazarites, not really. Fastrsand didn't join Scandinavia either. I thought they might have, but they didn't. Oh, and Egypt split out from the Vikings. They are not looking healthy. They are really not looking healthy. They're in the ecumenical patriarchate's sphere. You're a major power? You are as well. Huh, interesting. The rush for Africa has happened already in the last 5 years, probably. Mordgard took a bunch. Congo and Mali already had some. Ecumenical Patriarch took a bunch. I would say that Mordgard's the one that's probably come out of this the best. Although I think Mali has expanded too, so I think Mali is doing pretty well out of that. Lithuania, do you have railroads? Lithuania's fully railroaded. So is Poland. Byzantines, of course. Scandinavia. Scandinavia has relatively few. So Scandinavia should hopefully get those. Spain has level 2s, not level 3s. Germany, level 2s and level 1s. Australia, 0s and 3s. Oh, stop disappearing onto the other screen. I don't know why it does that. It's so frustrating. Like, nothing of my settings have changed, and my mouse just keeps on disappearing. So if the map starts scrolling around massively like it just did there, that's why. It's because my mouse has somehow got onto the other monitor, even though it's locked to this one, which is why I can actually scroll left. Patriarchal, wow, they're level 4s. They've got the best trains of anyone. And, wow, Jacobin rebels have certainly taken over Scandinavia and North America. That's bad for them, because the USA or someone might form from there. Brazil, no. Andalusia and La Plata, no. Byzantine, South America, a bit. Alright, so there you go. You have got your railroad update. Let's just keep on blitzing through time, because that is basically what we're doing. We are still improving our army, although Steel Railroad is also available, and I'd be quite tempted to grab that. I'm not going to get any psychology just yet. Realism would be good in order to get impressionism in order to increase our prestige. But I think the military just needs to continue expanding, honestly. So I'm going to grab muzzle-loaded rifles, which will allow us to get engineers, which are amazing. I really rate engineers. They're very strong. And we can start repaying this ridiculous loan that we've taken out during the last war. Cool. And actually, speaking of the wars, you guys... Oh, did I tell you all to march over here and then gather? I guess I did. Split you once. Split you once. Actually, no. Group you all together. Get rid of the small divisions, because that's going to be quite a few of you, I think. Split once, twice. Once. And then you stay there. You stay there. You come up here. You stay down there. Although, actually, I kind of suspect the rebels will be spawning up here because we just took that. Decisive arguments for laissez-faire. We want to become anarcho-liberal if we can. Like many nascent political ideologies, the early suffragette movements were not foreign to infighting and organisation nor splits over issues of tactics and perceived ideological differences. The split between the NUWSS and the NSWRV in Britain being a poignant example. Britain? Where is this? The suffragette movement of Nytungvik is experiencing somewhat of a setback on account of an organisational split. So, population becomes more conservative or becomes more reactionary. I'll take the reactionary, thank you. And we can continue paying this off. And then I think we may want to... Scandinavia accepted the crisis offer from Sicily. Acquire territory. And we have rebels. For which we will need to say, go rebel hunting, please. And thank you. We still have 100% supply. So we should be just fine. We'll just have a massive amount of debt to pay off. We're paying 110 in interest. Like, this is ridiculous. It's only because my education and administration spending is so low that we're managing to pay this off at all. We could also do with raising some more troops. That is true. I might wait until we have engineers and then just buy a bunch of engineers. Oh, he just disappeared. Oh, he's back again. No, he's gone. They kind of want the reform, but they don't really want it. Nope, there it is. Oh, it's the voting ones. Yeah, I don't care. Education efficiency plus 50%. Excellent. And a little bit more prestige. Repay another loan of 30,000. We're down to just a mere 120,000 outstanding debt, having already paid off a fair amount pretty quickly. Mobilization timetables. Telegraph organization. And another technology. Excellent. Let's get strategic mobility. I mean, we're not playing the army with a state here, so we don't need to have the best military, but we do need to have some stuff. Why are we not killing this guy? Why has my organization just died? Just go and kill them. Pretty please. With a cherry on top. Thank you. Alright, we can now build engineers, so let's take a look. Let's go for 8. Something like that. And then I'll need to double check the rest of my armies and see how they are faring. Just generally, our army population's taken an absolute beating. Alright, that's that bit repaid. Thankfully, we're making money pretty quickly now, so we should be able to pay off this debt with a decent amount of alacrity. Workers in a machine shop in one of our states has gone on strike, protesting all manner of ills, real or perceived. In society as a whole and in the workplace, what is definitely worse than a few redbeards taking a few days off, however, is that many of the workers from all across the state have joined them in a statewide sympathy strike, causing the productive engine of the state to grind to a more or less immediate halt. Harsh methods might need to be employed to resolve this little situation. 5% more socialist or 15% more socialist. Curtail local press distributions. Oh, I see, they become more conscious and this is more militant. I'll take the militants because then I can just shoot them. Aha! I'll take good healthcare, I think. For even more population growth. Just what China needs. More people. Alright, let's repay that loan. Another 20,000, 65 remaining. I'm amazed that we're affording so few luxuries. I mean, most people are at least not starving, but we're not buying many luxuries whatsoever. Muzzle-loaded ornaments. Cool. Which is bad, because that means that we're assimilating slower if you don't have enough luxuries. And that would suggest that our people are poor. Wu Dynasty released Liang. Who's Liang? Them? It is. You have no allies. No, I can't really afford that. Not for one province. Not worth it. Alright, let's repay this chunk of loan. And then after this, I have a feeling that we're going to need to reduce our wages, because our people are clearly not able to afford the things that they need in life. Continue with the military research, or switch to something else. Another national focus. More education efficiency, though that one will take a long, long time. Mining and farming output. Could do that. Would mean more people in the factories, although we don't really have staff shortages, I don't think. I think we're just going to continue with the technology. Let's get guards, and then we can recruit a bunch of those. And we'll wait until we have around 20k. We'll pay this off. And then I think we're going to rebalance the budget. So first of all, education spending is going to go way up. We're going to go to 100% a bit much. We'll go to 80%. We'll bring you to 50% if we can. Not really. And despite the fact that we have great healthcare, we're not spending anything on social spending, which is interesting. Apparently healthcare is free. I wish it was really that way. Wu Dynasty have become anarcho-liberal. I approve of that. And actually, education and administration spending should mean that these guys have a bit more money. Yeah, more of them are getting their everyday needs, rather than just their life needs. Though a lot of the poor are just life needs. We need to reduce their taxes. We also need to see why there are 49,000 people out of work in Southern... Why? What? This is why they're not able to afford the things they need. It's because the capitalists aren't building enough factories. They are rapidly building more, though. I mean, these people should move in time. I do feel like I need to reduce their taxes, though. I just don't want to reduce my education spending. Extra, extra! Grand strikes in Hong Kong. Workers demand higher wages. Or poor become 50% more socialist, or everyone becomes 20%. Well, poor definitely are the biggest percentage, so everyone can become 20% more. How is this affecting my political situation? Not well. The communism agenda. We need a free society, where no one is considered to be superior, no one is left behind, and where mankind is free from oppression and scarcity. We need a society without a government, without class divisions, and where the workers control the means of production. 21% liberal, 15% socialist. We don't have any communists yet, but the Communist Party has just arrived, so it could happen. Did I put these armies in the wrong places? I totally did, didn't I? You should be there. You're in the right spot. You're in the wrong spot. You should be there. And you're in the right one. Okay. Another mobilization size, so the number of brigades that we can raise when we mobilize our army is definitely growing, which is very good. We need more of them. Our balance, however, is jumping up and down. Middle class are struggling. Conservatives, minus 16%. Communists, plus 0.5. Socialists, plus 5. Liberals, plus 5. Yeesh. We're still a Liberal Party. I thought we were going to be anarcho, radical. I'm going to switch to the Radical Party. Because I want that percentage growing. I want more people to support that. Also, we can get some more subsidies and things. Basic school system sounds like an excellent opportunity for us. Trinket minimum wage might be good. And then trinket subsidies. But that would bankrupt me. Like super quickly. We have 49,000 people out of work. At least. So, no, that's not happening. Let's get the education. Are we spending on education? No, apparently education's free as well. Marvellous. Although it probably comes out of this budget, honestly. Alright, seriously, why are we losing so much money? I think our education spending is just too high. As much as it hurts me to have to reduce it, we need to. And I'm going to reduce your taxes. Because this actually means that you will have more money to spend on goods and things. Which means the factories become more profitable, which means that the people are then able to buy more stuff. Which means that factories then pay more taxes to me. Tensions in Hunan. Recently, the international community has become increasingly aware of the so-called plight of the poor oppressed people of Hunan. It is claimed they have no legitimate right to the rule of the area, and the nearby great powers are starting to take an interest in the claims. Insist Hunan is ours. Oh man, balance is not good. We're improving in terms of our, like, national prestige. Actually, our prestige has gone up. Nice. Oh, another rebellion. We're going to be having a lot of... Whoa. That's a big one. Are you? You are. You don't seem to be doing it very aggressively. Okay, guard units. Excellent. Machine guns. Better artillery. Yeah, I don't think we want the machine guns yet because it's a very expensive technology. Well, let's get the iron breech loaded artillery. We'll get all of these. Oh, you know what hasn't happened? You have not joined that unit. You go and support. You go and support. Why is my organisation so low? Right. Are you kidding me? That army, go up here. You back. You can't back off. Alright, I'm going to need to do this. I'm going to have to assume direct control. Oh great, you're fighting another battle. Oh, go away! Why are we on such low organisation? Scandinavian pan-nationalists win. Political reform, wealth. Political reform based on population. Meetings allowed, free press, non-socialist, secret ballots. Okay. Right, because I didn't take Hong Kong back. I was gathering to do that, but we have no combat ability, which for some reason... Why is our organisation so low? Oh, because we weren't actually paying the troops. Oh, I wish that... That would explain a lot. I thought it was on full. Let's get rid of the units that can't be supported. And then head off and fight over there. What's your attack? Oh yeah, you're a really good general. 3-3. Nice. You should be able to absolutely demolish that group. You were. Excellent. Right, I think I'm going to split you in half, and I'm just going to keep 2 half units here. And then have you hunt rebels as required. Alright, so what did that do to my politics? Slavery is still allowed. Upper house is based on population. Vote franchise has actually gone backwards. Voting system is Jefferson. Alright, public meetings, yeah. Free press, yeah. Socialist, yeah. And then secret balance. So the franchise went backwards, which suits me. Secret ballots, however, went forwards, which does not. I want the ruling party support increased. Because I want to keep the radicals in power. Oh, and we are also taking debt. Fantastic! Right, capitalists, why the hell are you not building enough factories? This is really getting frustrating now. You're not currently fighting. Whoops. Ah! Things are moving. Without my say-so. Okay, now we're earning a good amount of money again. We'll pay off this loan without too many problems. Right. Now, in fact. Then I'm going to reduce your wages, your taxes, because clearly you are struggling to pay them as well. That's too much. Alright, seriously, what is going on here? You have loads of unemployed. Open that sodding factory. Shaozu, open that one too. And actually the other thing I need to do is take a quick look at this. Deselect, select you two. That's still fine. That's just finished. So has that. Right, population. No, production. Let's see where there are lots of jobs available but no people, and we'll encourage craftsmen there. So Hunan, for example. Craftsmen. And I think that this also encourages people to move around. So where we have got lots of unemployment, they can then move to these places. Keeping an eye on that number, 1792. God is dead. Here we stand on the brink of a brave new world. Behind us lie thousands of years of darkness, criminal ignorance, and superstition. Before us lies a new future, free from all of these evils. Here, at the fork of the road, we make our choice. God is dead, gentlemen. Do we now advance forwards in clear acceptance of the facts uncovered by modern science? There is not and cannot be a divine creator. Or do we cling to the most beloved nightmare and continue to close our eyes in trembling fear of demons, angels, and ghosts of sins past? We are free people, gentlemen. Let us act our part. The government's anti-clerical agenda has not surprisingly caused friction with the Nytungvik clergy. Blackguard reactionaries! I know you're in charge of my teaching stuff, but still. Oh, bloody hell, that's a big group. %9 liberal, 5% anarcho-liberal, minus reactionary and conservative. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Marvellous! This is increasing all of this, which I don't really want. Nope, I don't want any of those. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Let's actually pay the troops. Oh my gosh, the rebels are Ah. Okay, victory was ours, good. Nothing's in Hong Kong, so these armies should be able to just fan out and destroy these smaller groups. It really is true. Like, as soon as he starts getting rebels in this game, it is impossible to stop them. They just keep on coming. So we got really lucky in the Prussia game, starting to get rebels so late on, compared to this. And I've just noticed that Hong Kong is going to fall if we're not careful. Finish that battle, thank you. And there we are. Much better. You are set to hunt rebels. So by all means, please do begin hunting those rebels. Okay, we have another technology. Point defense system. We are losing a lot of money, but there's not much I can do about it right now because I actually need the troops to be funded. And our people are getting poorer and poorer. It's because of the factories. Can you please stop shutting them down? Seriously? Alright. Clearly, you lot cannot be trusted to control the the factories. We are going to strip out money from education. The army needs to continue being paid. We're going to spend more on military. We're going to tax you. I'm going to tax you. I'm going to use that to take control of the factories ourselves. And we're going to start just reopening them. Right, where is unemployment the worst? How much will it cost? 500. Done. How much will it cost? 600. Done. 600. Done. 600. Done. 1,300. Costs a bit more, but at least we're getting the people back to work. Was this so hard? The answer is no, it wasn't. Okay. Tens of thousands of people are going back to work. There we go. What are we lacking? The other thing I want to do is subsidize all factories. There we go. Now we're making money again. See? It wasn't so hard now, was it? Let's go and start increasing education spending again. Because my small investments are already paying off. Sympathy strike. Workers in the machine shop in one of our states got out on strike, protesting all manner of ills, real and perceived. We will also want to repay our loans. We're not having to pay the interest. That would be lovely. Upper house. 10% more liberal. 0.3% more socialist. Reactionary lost the biggest chunk. Despite the fact it's the reactionaries who are saving our economy right now. The other thing I want to do is get rid of the priorities, because those are outdated. And I'm just going to stay subsidizing the factories for a while longer. Hopefully as we get more industry going, our industrial score goes up, which means our position in the world goes up, which means we get raw materials for cheaper. I think we're just going to have to keep paying the army full amount for a while. Kulturkampf. If Chizu were the protagonist of a romantic play, then the dark clouds heralding storms, strife and conflict would be hanging low on the horizon. Population changed by -5. All population which is Icelandic will gain 1 consciousness. Crackdown. I want you becoming more Icelandic, I mean Norse. We have such a fragile state, it's not even funny. You guys can go and be based in Hong Kong, that's the least likely place to fall. Because, theoretically, it's the one that I should be defending, though, the most vigorously. I can't believe even the rich aren't getting stuff. And in fact, how are we taxing you? Oh, because there is a minimum tax rate. I see. And we have no research. Military statistics, then. And then after this, I think we're going to go for the industrial ones once more. Unless there's some more industrial efficiency ones, in which case we'll get those. Elections have begun. How are we doing here? Some of the factories are definitely costing us money, but the rest of you seem to be doing okay. Like, none of you are costing me a massive amount of money. Which is excellent. Right. Radical is atheism.